That's a jab right there. Alright, that should be good. So, we're officially, as of yesterday, onto the next off-season program, which, you know, you can kind of treat the off-season as like just one huge program, because you shouldn't really be maxing out or anything like that. You know, like, should you be redlining? Should you be redlining? Probably not. Probably not. Now, that being said, the last 4 weeks on the previous program, the Purple Ape Apocalypse, I think is what it's called. Purple Pancake Ape Apocalypse, something like that, whatever. It's on my Instagram. I did end up hitting PRs every week in terms of like rep schemes. You know, by a decent bit. Nothing to, you know, shake a leg at. And then yesterday, yesterday was deadlift day, and I had a top triple, and then of my comp deadlift, which was my sumo. Typically, when we write, well, not we, when Drew writes, you know, comp deadlift or opposite stance deadlift, you know, comp deadlift is whatever stance you use, and then opposite stance is whatever you know you don't use in competition. Now, only reason I'm bringing that up is that you know, there's some debate on like what is a comp lift. You know, if you write comp lift, does that mean, you know, a single with commands? And how far away do you deviate from that? You know, is it, well, I use a mono in competition, but I'm walking it out here, but it says comp lift, so, you know, is that really a comp lift? I don't know. That's up for the people to decide. But in terms of just getting, you know, progress across, or, you know, the message across of what is the plan, you know, typically, as far as coach writes, you know, comp. Son of a gun, hold up, I don't want to cut it out. I don't want to cut it out. All right. Man, I'm gonna have to squeeze you up in there better. Anyways, so after my comp deadlift triple, God, I need to start drinking this. After my comp deadlift triple, I had a 3x6 conventional deadlift with a 3-second eccentric, 275, which isn't really typically like that's, I don't know, you know, if you consider I've pulled 500 with my sumo, 275 for 6 doesn't sound that much, but then you add the 3-second eccentrics on each rep, and plus, I'm saying plus a lot, but in addition to that, my conventional sucks, and it's always taking a real big toll on me. So that was a good weight for me, and I'm definitely sore from it and the glute hammer raise. But that specifically, oh, this is what I was getting at. I totally forgot about not redlining. But, you know, coach had me do, for my comp deadlift, my triple, 455, and he said do it for a triple, and I said okay. But you know what that is? That's that mental cycle, that mental, you know, negative talk cycle, that negative gash cycle, that mental gash cycle coming in, you know. And not that I wasn't going to do it, you know, he told me to do something, I'm going to do it. That's kind of, you know, I'm leaving everything up. You can take time away, and which I did the previous year when I wasn't particularly training that much when my daughter was born. You know, and I did my own thing for a while. I programmed this and that, and I, you know, definitely learned some things from my own. I mean, I used Drew's methods for sure, and maybe like this or that was a little different just because I wanted to try it or experiment around. But you know, I want to be hands-free of the wheel a little bit. Maybe I have a pinky on it, you know, so to speak. Don't fall. Dang, I haven't even taken a drink of this. So I trust whatever he says. Now, I do think maybe it was a little heavy to be block 1 of this new program called Project Derk Does Accessories. Have I even told you the weight? Yeah, 455 for 3. Looked a lot better than what it felt. I thought I wasn't going to lock out. I'm not really good at like a conscious stream of like just straight line. I do kind of ramble on, don't I? In different branches. But you know, he said, you know, his RP8 is supposed to be RP8 or 9. It was definitely at least a 9. But that's like a 20-pound PR triple, you know. So it's like, and I should not. It's weird that I'm PRing because, you know, I'm not a novice. You know, I've been, you know, powerlifting. I've been training for, I guess, 4 or 5 years now. But like, I had been working out. I've been working out for 15 years now. Now, I will say the first 10 years, I don't think, if I would have known how to train hard and program and eat, I'd be, I mean, I don't want to pat my own back, but I'd be Sam fucking Sulik, you know what I'm saying? Next time I got my hat in here, I should have put it on, but any fucking way. You know, I was just a poor kid with no internet. You know, I've still got the first Muscle and Fitness magazine. I think it's got Kai Green on it that I ever read. You know, and that was like the only information I had. I didn't, you know, I didn't have a phone back in the day or a computer, and YouTube really wasn't what it is today. You know, I think me and my buddies watched, you know, the llamas, Carl the llama, and Spaghetti Fingers, and then like, you know, some other random shit or whatever. It wasn't like a place you go to find information when it first came out, or when at whatever age I was when it came out, you know. I'd go over to my buddy's house, we'd watch YouTube videos, or he'd show me a YouTube video, and then like he got the first iPhone. I was like, whoa, I still, you know, I had a Nokia. I played Snake on it or something. Anyways, what I'm saying is that it's weird that I'm PRing, but you know, I'm just gonna ride this wave. It's gonna end eventually. I'm not gonna be upset when it does. I was gonna sign up for a meet in February, but Drew thinks I should take some more time off and, you know, build some size up, which is never a bad thing, you know. Eventually I'd like to be fucking massive. So I think for the time being, we're just gonna start building some size, you know. Strength is there on the main lifts for sure. Accessory strength is there too, probably, you know. I feel like I'm still kind of gaining some of that back from the past year and a half, but that's fine. I forget what I even started this video about. Oh, I guess just like, okay, we're on the next program, and we're going to be hitting accessories hard. Nobody's gonna listen to this. I still didn't even fucking drink it. See, this is why I can't talk and do stuff. I easily distracted. Should I start adding videos into this? You know what? We'll try that today. I'll splice some shit into this. The last set of I'll splice, like, you know, I was gonna start recording every exercise, at least one set, probably the last set, and send it to Drew when we're not together. So all right, so I guess here's these lifts. That's all I got. Unless we want to do partial reps, but I don't think that's the desired method. Could be wrong, but it was not spoken of. All right, just throw up. Dang, so I'm taking this video for the third time now, but just left the gym, heading to class. Stopped and talked for like 5 minutes to this dude who was squatting 5 plates. So I didn't get a shower. I'll shower right after this. Class starts in 5 minutes. Gotta find a parking spot and head in there. So run a little behind, but good session. Gotcha. And you know, timed everything, 1 minute rest in between. Starting this block off good, feeling all right, feeling good. I got food with me. I'll eat after class. I'll probably shower then eat. But yeah, everything was filmed, so you're about to see, well, I mean, the last set of every exercise was filmed. Wanting to get a posing session in, but you know, running late. Class is important, you know, so yeah, so I guess I should do like a conclusion, like if this was a paper, you know, closing thoughts. I had to drop weight on third sets 2 or 3 times, I think. So I guess you could say it was a drop set, but not a planned one. You know, it was a forced drop set. So I could hit the number of reps that was prescribed, which means I did hit the RPE if it was 9 to 10, you know, because I didn't have any more reps at that weight. So I had to drop and finish the reps, and that was also the RPE prescribed. You know, there's a lot of debate about, you know, intensification strategies like drop sets and whatnot, but I think, you know, if it's a forced drop set, that's probably when you should do a drop set instead of like a planned, I'm gonna hit 225 for 5, then drop down immediately and hit 185 for 5, because you're gonna leave a little bit in reserve for the drop down sets, probably, you know, unless someone's there like really on your ass. So like having the option of a drop set if you cannot complete the number of reps at the prescribed RPE with the weight that you have on the bar. For instance, like I had close grip today. You seen it? And for my third set, I hit 225 for my first 2 sets. Fine, you know, the last rep was definitely, it was in the rep range, and it was as all I could get. And then my third set, 225, couldn't get it, so I hurried up, dropped, and finished out the number of reps that I needed to get. So that was a forced drop set. So I stayed at that weight that I dropped it down to, thinking it would be fine, and I also had to drop on that. Now, what's that say? It means I went hard as fuck. Probably means that I could have, instead of 225, I could have started at 205 and done 4 sets there. But would they have been RPE 9 to 10, I think it was? Probably not. But that being said, I hit 225 for 12. I didn't hit it for 15. If that was the, I can't remember if it was 10 to 12 or 12 to 15 now. But would I've been able to gotten RPE 9 to 10 with 205 doing 15 reps instead of 225 with 12 reps. Likely, probably. But, you know, it's the first day of the block. I didn't know. And I wasn't going to... I would have rather... Normally, I would say, especially in a powerlifting sense or in a strength sense, it's better to undershoot than overshoot in the beginning of a block. But this whole day is basically an accessory day. So then I would say it's probably best to overshoot, hit that stimulus, and you know where you're at, you know. So let me swerve over here real quick. Get this parking spot. Yeah, get this parking spot. All right. But you know, I gotta head out. Thanks.